In a small, forest-shrouded village named Noika stood a centuries-old stone church. The villagers were devout, believing that whoever stood at the altar of that church spoke for God himself. That man, in 1966, was Father Anton, clad in a long black robe, with a commanding voice and solemn gaze. Father Anton was revered as God's man. He preached fiery sermons, demanded repentance, and held confessions late into the night. But behind closed doors, he was not a man of God. Children whispered of beatings in the cold cellar. The poor were forced to pay atonement fees for sins they never committed. One child vanished after confession. A woman was driven from her home after refusing to donate her savings. And under the old church, in the stone crypt few dared enter, blood once stained the floor. Father Anton used a leather whip to purify the sinful, mostly children. He preached fear, not love. Anyone who opposed him soon suffered a broken leg, a sudden fire, and untimely death, all dismissed by the villagers as God's will. But God truly came, and he did not come in silence. The church bell rang 3 times in the dead of night, though no one pulled the rope. Wind howled through the stained glass windows. The chapel doors flung open. Villagers woke in dread. Something was terribly wrong. Inside the church, Father Anton jolted awake. Footsteps echoed across the stone floor. He called out, no answer. When he reached the nave, he froze. Every crucifix had fallen, landing upside down. Behind the altar, the statue of the crucified Christ wept blood, single drop falling at a time, down the chest, onto the cold tiles, forming a perfect circle. Then, a voice not human spoke. You wore my name to torment the weak. You twisted my word with a heart full of darkness. Now, I restore justice. His body locked in fear. Anton dropped to his knees, begging for mercy, but the voice drowned out every plea. The ceiling cracked open. A blinding white light poured down upon him, not burning with fire, but with truth. Before him, the sins he tried to bury returned. The faces of crying children, their pleas, the silence that followed. Then a final flash of divine light. When it faded, Father Anton was gone. Silent, erased. All that remained was his scorched priestly robe, and a lingering smell of ash that would haunt the church for years. The villagers rebuilt the chapel, but no one dared enter it at night, because every year, on June at 3:33 a.m., the bell rings 3 times again, and those brave or foolish enough to stand at the altar at that hour will hear the voice of Father Anton, echoing from some unseen place. Forgive me, Lord, I have sinned, but you will never forgive me. Did you hear the church bell at 3:33 a.m.? If you did, perhaps Father Anton is still near. Follow this channel to uncover the forgotten horrors. Before they find you first.